what do I want you to learn today? There are no plug-and-play exercise and nutrition programs. Food is not about restriction. Exercise does not take a long time or does not have to. It does not have to look a certain way. Simple disciplines to yield extraordinary results. And food and exercise are a relationship just like Marguerite and I have. It's the same thing. It's a relationship. You treat her with respect, it'll treat you with respect. And I want you guys to take that away today and think about that. It really is a relationship. So how good is it going for you guys? So critical step number 1, time management. We'll go right back to that. Scheduling your day. I often find one thing or two things that happen. People don't have a schedule. They react to their day. So there's no discipline in the day. It's like I get up, I got to go in, I want to check my email. Oh, got to respond to those 7 emails. You know, it wasn't planned. It was reactive. Oh, got a voice message that ruined my whole day because that deal's not going to close that I thought was going to close. So now I'm not going to be able to pay this, and this. Oh, my God, I'm going to spend the rest of the day trying to save this deal and forget about everything else that I was supposed to do to create future income. I know that's happened to some of you. I know that happened to me a million times in the past. And it's one of those things, scheduling your day, being proactive. The second mistake is people schedule way too much. You're trying to accomplish way too much. You're doing way too many things partially and not enough things really well. You know, and again, I'm not speaking to you guys directly. I think I'm speaking to the world as a whole, but maybe this rings true for some of you. Value assignment for tasks. If you actually pay attention to what you've scheduled in your day and you begin to value it, you will find that many of the tasks that you have scheduled in your day are not your highest and best interest. They're not the things that are going to do the most for you. They're the things that you will actually get done that will make you feel good and feel productive at the end of the day. But oftentimes the ones that have the highest value are the ones that are the hardest to do, but they're going to produce the best fruit. So the reality is, instead of avoiding that stuff, you jump on that stuff early when you're sharp after you've fed yourself well and let the other stuff and chips fall as they may. Social media has really messed this up because it's really easy to market on social media. I'm guilty of telling my girlfriend in the back, I'm marketing. But I'm only marketing for the one instance that I posted and put #XX, hashtag, and then I'm scrolling through to see what I missed between the last 2 hours that I was on Instagram. And if you've caught yourself doing that, there's 3 minutes here, 3 minutes there, 4 minutes there, 5 minutes there, 3 minutes there. By then, you could have worked out. You could have prepared 3 gourmet meals. So the reality is a lot could get accomplished if you just value your assignments and get after it. Self-value. I hear this all too often. I did, I used to. That stuff doesn't work. All that does is have you living in the past and trying to do what you used to do at a totally different time in your life. Things change, people change, technology changes. What you used to do, honestly, isn't relevant. And as much as I love hearing about your past accolades, it's not relevant today. And it's really tough to accept. When I was moving from here back to Sonoma County, I threw away like 20 plaques, past achievements, Loan Officer of the Year, Rookie of the Year, most deals closed in September, October, November, December, January, all in a row. I threw them all away because the reality was it wasn't helping me move forward. I was good in 2007. I was good in 2008. Well, how you doing right now? 2009 was good. How you doing right now? Next year is going to be good. You know, it's like everything to avoid what was going on right then and there, which was I wasn't doing the things that even got me there. You know, so you can take away from the past disciplines that you had that led to the success, but don't get stuck there in the I was, I did, I used to, because you're not there anymore. It doesn't have to look the same. I used to like to ride bikes, so I'm going to join a cycling team to get in shape. Do you like riding bikes now? Couldn't. Nope. Don't want to do it. But I used to, so I think I might if I just get going. Don't do it. Don't spend your time doing things you might like or have to force yourself to like. Spend your time doing things you do like. Anyone ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? This was a pretty cool article. I'm not going to go too deep into it. It's on into3fitness.com if you want to write it down. It all started out with a tomato timer. And this guy had this tomato timer in his kitchen, and he's like, how do I stay disciplined on a task? Long story short is you set the timer to 25 minutes, and for 25 minutes you focus on that one task. When that timer goes off, you set it for 5 minutes, and you spend 5 minutes checking Facebook, going to the bathroom, shooting the breeze with the receptionist, whatever it might be doing. You spend 5 minutes doing that. As soon as that 5 minutes are up, you set the clock for 25 minutes again, and you stick to whatever that one task is, super disciplined, with a 5-minute rest, 25, 5, 25, 5, until you've achieved 100 minutes of work. Then you take a 15-minute rest, and you move about your business and do it again. That's a pretty novel concept. There are a lot of proponents for it, and there are a lot of proponents against it, people against it. The people that are for it saying, hey, I can focus on one task at a time and get really deep into that task and get it done, and then I goof around for 5 minutes. It gets me a little stress reduction, and I go right into the task. The other individuals are the philosophers that say, well, what if the phone rings and it's that special deal that I've been waiting for all day long? Like, does that count, or do I stay on the task at hand? Well, I mean, those arguments are silly to me, because voicemail's here for a reason, calling back's here for a reason. There are deadlines. I understand deadlines, but most often than not, usually 12 minutes isn't going to make the difference. Most often, I say, because I know I've been there. Sometimes it does, but I say more often than not, 12 minutes is not going to make the difference, right? So go research that, though. It's pretty cool. I've done it a few times, and you can get a lot done. If any of you are Brian Buffini followers, which is what I used to do a lot, you can get personal notes done, get your cap item done, 25 minutes, everything's done, your 5 a day, your 5 callbacks, it's done. Now you're on to the next task. I've done what I needed to do. So what's unnecessary in your days? I think this is my favorite slide of the whole presentation. What's unnecessary in your days? This is going to be a homework assignment to make a list of daily essential tasks. Make a list of non-essential time takers. It wasn't me who said it. One of my idols, Bruce Lee. It's not the daily increase, but the daily decrease. Hack away at the unessentials. This is what we talked about in the beginning. Scheduling your day. Do you have too much in it? Probably. What can you take out of it? Probably a lot. I'm pretty proud of myself in this sense. I now work Monday, a really long day, Tuesday for a couple hours, Wednesday really long, Thursday really long, and from 5 to 1 on Friday, never the weekends. I'm happy as can be. That's my schedule. Tuesday may increase a little bit because I hope to do some things on Tuesday, which is why I created the day off. But I didn't think I could do that 2 years ago when I first started training. I was the trainer that had a client at 7 and another client at 7 and one at 2. And the rest of my day I was running around, my head cut off. So I had a 14-hour day filled with 4 things to do. Didn't really make a lot of sense. So I only give you that because the reality is if you really pay attention to, it's not the daily increase but the daily decrease, and you hack away at the unessentials, your life will change. I'm not the one that said it. I went to another FMS seminar, and Brent Jones, really respected personal trainer, speaker, teacher, said the same thing. He goes, sometimes it's not what you put into their program, Matt, but what you take out of their program that will make a difference. And he was talking about specific exercises, but it's the same thing. He's like, it's not about getting them to do deadlifts. Maybe taking deadlifts out might be the best thing you could ever do for them. And it really rung true a second time. So I want you guys to leave with that one as a homework. If you do nothing else from this presentation, but really do this, things will change. That much I can guarantee you.